All right, folks, we're back. I love Waffles to death, but he cannot be biting. That is not acceptable. He needs to learn to not do that. That's not appropriate. Because it's fine if he bites me, but obviously for this it's like annoying. But he's actually kind of been that way to other people on walks and stuff. I'm like, buddy, you cannot be doing this. Like, it's one thing when you're a puppy and nibbling on people, but when you start getting a bit beefier and cutting, and his bites have cut me a bunch, and it's just not appropriate. So, guys, but and that's the other side where I'm a bit worried about having kids too, because it's like you can't put a kid in a crate, like I guess technically you put them in a crib, but uh like, yeah, I can't just put a kid in a crate and be like, oh well, see you later. So, uh yeah, but I'm gonna see what happens if I try to invite a user without it doesn't exist. Okay, perfect. It doesn't work. Let's create another user. And let's just make sure I can't create an arena. Okay. And all right, cool. So I think what we do is make the secured assets associated, or excuse me, the access keys associated to the arenas and the secured assets associated to uh, yeah, let's just name them all appropriately right now at this point. So I guess I could make this for relationships now, right? I mean, is this weird to do, to make it about relationships, or should I make it just data structures for? No, I've always wanted to do the VSell thing. So yeah, let's just make it about relationships. So the arenas are going to be relationships. Users are just going to be users. But I keep thinking, for some reason, I'm just like, this is kind of a blockchainy structure. You know what I mean? So I keep just wondering, like, what's the smartest way to do this? Just put this back for a hot second before we get too crazy. Need to gauge up what needs to be done. But yeah, so like last night, Waffles is like gnawing on this girl, right? And I'm like, dude, like, you're being a bit of a conk block right now, buddy. Like, you need to, we got to work as a team, right? Like, you treat me good. Dad's gonna get you extra snacks, But you start, like, it's cute. You play your part. You say what up, Waffles. You be a sweet boy. But then if you start, you start gnawing on the girl and you start biting her where she's like, "Ow, fuck, that hurts." And she's trying to, like, still be sweet, right? Because she's like, man, I'm not trying to be like a dick about this guy's dog, But he was fucking barking and screaming last night. It was like 11 at night, and I was like, dude, like, Waffles, you're gonna ruin this for me, buddy. Like we need, come on, bud, we need to work as a team. We need to work as a team, man. Okay, so secured assets. Let's see, arenas. Uh, and set arenas. We need to sort the arenas. Sort sort arenas by created at. We want latest secured asset to be first. Boom. Arena sort. So wait, this is only arenas. We need secured asset, right? What we could do, I'm trying to think, where does this data exist, right? Because we include secured asset when we get the arena by the arena ID, right? No. Get arena. Boom, there we go. That's what we need. order the secured asset by descending, or the opposite, by ascending, right? That's what we need, right? Refire up the API, see if we get the flipped chain of that, or no. Okay, it's still ordering it by that in which, oh, this is assign user to arena. Okay, so fetch arenas. Here we go. Arenas. Ah, I'm in the wrong area. So arenas, index, user ID. Is that how we're fetching this arena? Arenas, yeah, by user ID. Okay, cool. And then let's order arenas, get arenas by descending. Let's see if that works. No, not the actual arenas. We need secured asset to be ordered by descending, right? Pretty sure, right? Arena. Whoa. Why is it including all these bits now? Oh, I'll tell you why. This is probably showing the actual arena. Six 619, 619, 620. We need it flipped. Order by. Why is it showing all this extra data now too? I think I'm just showing all that data, so let me get rid of all this. Yeah, boom. Okay, so we'll get rid of all that extra data. Just, we don't need it right now. Fixing a simple problem. So it's ordered by ascending, so then here's descending, right? It's got to do something, right? But it looks like it's not doing anything. So include, no, 619, still 619. Okay, so find arena, include secured asset. The other way is we could store it, you know, when we create secured assets, we could store them in descending order. This should not work, right? Perfect. Okay. Why is this? It's not doing any sorting at all. So what we could do real quick is say arenas sort not arena dot secured, or yeah, a dot secured asset. So just sort it real quick. B dot secured asset by the created at time. Let's just try this out, see if we can just do it ourselves then. No, that's still doing B arena dot B created at. We need the secured asset. We don't really need to sort. I mean, I guess technically we do need to sort the arenas too by latest arena. Like, what's your latest relationship? Probably, I guess, would not be too shabby to do too. But I'm like, why is it not working here? Include user. Why not just secured asset and let that also. So arena 1, arena 2. Still not doing that. Okay, so arena. Let's try to flip these bits. See if that's the correct order here. No, it's not doing nothing. Jeez Louise, folks. Okay, let's get rid of secured assets here in this arena for a sec. We need to go to arenas, and this really should work. So I'm confused on why it's not, because it really should order by descending. 619, 620 is the latest. So we need 620 to be on top, right? So just doing the same deal over and over now, and it's still not working. Okay, so why? If we take this out entirely, does it still fetch secured assets? It does. Okay, so this makes me think that we're not fetching the right bit, but I know we are, because if, let's say we disinclude all of this, right? Maybe we're not in the right spot. Right, I'm just breaking it, right? So this seems to be the right place. So the arena is going to yeah, that makes sense, where one of the users is here. Because I guess technically I could sort it on the front end, but you really don't want to do that, because then what happens when we start paginating data? Like, it really needs to come from the database first, that we're fetching the earliest. Is there like find oldest, you know? Find many. Maybe find first, right? Let's see what this. No. I guess I could do find first, right? And then we could just make it an array just to see, right? Just to see what we're working with. Okay, so that's still going to find the latest arena, so we don't really need to do find many arenas. And you know what? Maybe we say const secured assets, find the secured asset where the arenas are, and then also maybe we order by this, and boom, and send both the secured assets and arenas as an object there, but it needs to not just be an object, it needs to be an array of an object. Boom. So then we're still fetching the arena, so the front end still gets the arena. And then we just need to maybe show the front end. So fetch arenas would just be this arenas, right? Would it not? Let's see. Let's see what's coming in with the res dot data here. See what's coming from the back end. So we get arenas and secured assets. And they come in 0, 6, 7, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. But this goes to the other arena, right? Arena ID 53, 53 at the very end, and this goes to Arena ID K5, K5, and this should all the way be K5. Cool. Okay, so that works, but we kind of fetch them from the database, and then we kind of have to rebuild them on the front end, which kind of sucks. So I don't know if I like that either. That's not really the best solution. The best solution is it would just work. You know what I mean? That would be the best solution. It would just freaking work. Still say order by. Oh, not this. We need to. Because we still need the latest arena first still. So arena 2 is first. Perfect. So I guess I don't understand. Let's comment out the secured assets bit because it should just include secured asset, and then we can order by created at, and this should just include, you know, all the bits we need, right? It shouldn't be this whole. Here's our res.data, arena 2, secured assets. Oh, so it does come here in correct order. So we're getting, so maybe it was a front end bug the whole time where the front end was showing. Because this is what you really want. Just simple code. It works. Fucking throw it on Prisma. Prisma's deal to deal with it, not mine. Okay, so arena.secured assets, right? Let's see, 2, 1. This is what I don't understand. Why is it? Let's see what we're dealing with. JSON, secured asset, because the assets should come in. Secured asset 2. This one's all cut off, but secured asset 7, perfect. Okay, so the secured asset actually does come in the right order. But then it gets sorted. Why does it get sorted? This is the part I don't understand. And so secured asset gets owner ID, asset ID, all these things. Maybe there's just a sort deal we can do here by created at date. And here is all I might need to do. No, still not an enchilada. 619, 620. Whoa. Okay, so we're getting something, but we're not getting really what's needed here. Turn date dot secured asset dot map. This is the hardest front end issue that I've had to solve, because I just don't understand. I think the data is coming in correctly from the back end, which is good. But why does it choose to secured assets component? Oh, because I'm thinking that this is one asset, but it's actually not. I think it's fetching the assets here, right? Like how is it getting const fetcher? Oh, I see. I see what the fuck is going. Oh my God, because it's fetching secured assets in the asset component. This is what it needs to be, is we need to pass down secured assets. Get rid of all this hooliganry. We'll deal with stale while revalidating later. Deal with all this in a moment. That would make sense. The whole time we were fetching it, we were doing another fetch. So that's actually a good because I could have flipped the inverse here of the secured assets per the arena, but where do you got the data from the arena? So like, just bring it all and yeah, okay, sick. So simple issue, but just had to think it through, yeah, a little bit. So now we're in correct order. 7 6 3 3 3 3 3 2 1. Okay, that's perfect. That is perfect. And yeah, I mean we'll wrap this episode up here. I think it was this simple fix, and then but now we've got the latest arena up front, and we've got the latest assets. So in other words, these are like the latest memories if you're in a relationship, or like think about like a social media post, right? Like when you post on like Instagram, your latest post shows up first, not your oldest post. So yeah, like this would be your oldest post, or your oldest post would be the very first one you made. So okay, on to the next.